view. Man, oh man, hit that thumbs up when you come in the room. B Marsh Boxing, man. Big upset, man. Big major upset last night. Two-time Olympic gold medalist, 2012, 2016. Robeisy Ramirez. Boy, boy, the man got upset last night, man. Adan Gonzalez came into this fight 4 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. You know what I mean? He definitely, I mean, this guy was making his pro debut. I mean, a two-time Olympian ain't supposed to lose on his pro debut. But Robeisy Ramirez, man, had to find out the hard way, man. The amateur game, hit that thumbs up when you come in the room. Big Marsh Boxing, we're live and direct. Yeah. The pro game and the amateur game is two different stories, you know what I mean? It's a whole different ball game, you know. The guy Robeisy Ramirez got caught in the first round, got dropped, you know what I mean? He wasn't laid out flat on his back, but it was kind of like that Zab Judah Floyd Mayweather knockdown in round 4 that didn't get called, but this one got caught. He called, you know what I mean? He got caught with the left hook. You know what I'm saying? Kind of sneaky, kind of up jab, uppercut, left hook, jab type of punch that kind of flush on the chin. The man went down as far as his gloves touching the canvas, and that's a 10-8 round. And this is a 4-rounder, mind you, ladies and gentlemen. This was a 4-rounder. Hit that thumbs up. B Marsh Boxing, live and direct. You heard? So this guy, Adan Gonzalez, he showed he's more the professional. Robeisy Ramirez abandoned his jab for the whole fight. I think the punch stats showing right there on the screen. What's his jabs? He had not. What did he have? 9 jabs, you know what I mean? 9 jabs out of 41 thrown. It's not like Adan Gonzalez landed as many jabs either. He only landed 3. But Adan Gonzalez was going to the body. You know what I'm saying? Hitting this guy to the body and also, you know, throwing them power punches, you know what I mean? In the clinches. And he would engage this guy, Robeisy Ramirez, into a kind of slugfest. And this guy making his pro debut don't need to be getting in a slugfest with a guy who's, look, man, he's 4 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. You know, he's on the his career trajectory looks like he's gonna be a journeyman. You know what I'm saying? You never know. He might become a world champion, like a Glenn Johnson who had losses in his career and went on to become a world champion, or a Tevin Farmer right now. You know what I mean? But Adan Gonzalez, believe you me, was the B side. He wasn't supposed to win this fight. The house fighter was Robeisy Ramirez, top rank, making his pro debut on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he was getting caught to the body. He fights with his hands down as far as not putting his right hand up from the southpaw stance, you know what I mean? And that's how he got caught. And he also got caught in round 3 with a beautiful straight left hand and a straight left, a kind of up jab, like a kind of left hook kind of punch, and a straight right hand behind it, you know what I mean? Caught him flush on the face. And the man, Robeisy Ramirez was basically, you know, tapping his face like that didn't hurt, but you already know this is boxing. When those type of punches land and the guy acting like he wants more, he really got hurt. I.e., prime example, go watch Rod Salka versus Danny Garcia. When Rod Salka thought he could take Danny's punches and he had got caught with a left hook and he pounded his chest and he said, yeah, I want more. And the next punch was the same left hook, but that one cut his lights off, you know what I mean? Adan Gonzalez was landing major uppercuts, man. I struggled to give this guy Robeisy Ramirez a round. I gave him round 4, but that's a little too late, man. When you go down 10-8 in a 4-round fight, man, oh man, you got to win every round after that, man. And really and truly, man, I struggled to find Robeisy Ramirez to try to give him a round. Things that I've seen Robeisy Ramirez needs to work on. He needs to work on his jab. He needs to work on stop pulling out with his head up high. The best punches of the fight, of course, the knockdown in round 1, round 3 when he got caught with the left hook and the straight right hand behind it. These are punches from the guy pulling out. He was pulling out in round 3 on the first left hook. Boom, he's pulling out with his head up in the sky, and then he's pulling out when the right hand came behind it. So that's 2 major power punches right there. This the pro game, you know what I mean? You got to touch up your opponents. And he was leaving himself open. You know, he did catch Adan Gonzalez with some nice right hooks when Adan Gonzalez was throwing some wide punches, you know what I mean? You check it, but at the end of the day, the guy still has a lot of amateurish tactics with him, you know what I mean? I think he needs to also work on not admiring his work. When he did land some nice power punches, the guy would just stand there and not let hands go. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing he was doing often, and you can't be admiring your work. You know what I mean? You catch him with a nice combo. Don't just stand there and look at him and think this is the amateurs where you're just gonna pick up points, man. This game, this the hurt game, intent to hurt. And Robeisy Ramirez, I'm not gonna say got hurt by that knockdown, but he definitely got hurt his ego and his heart by losing his pro debut. I mean, 2012, 2016 Olympian, man. Hey, man, I had Shakur Stevenson slightly beating him. Till this day, I'm trying to tell you, till yeah, even just yesterday, before the fight, people still comment on that video I did from the Olympics when I was covering the 2016 Olympics. I like Robeisy Ramirez. The man went through a whole lot to come to USA. You know what I mean? The man showed his tattoos that have been covered up by the Cuban government. His Olympic rings from 2012 and 2016. You know how guys like Lomachenko, Clarissa Shields, even guys like Francisco Vargas, you know, people who participated, even Marty Conlon, you know, guys who participated in the Olympics, they get a tattoo of the rings tatted on them. The Cuban government made him erase that. They took down his tattoos, and not only that, they had given him a whip. 40 athletes in Cuba had got a whip, and they took his vehicle away from him. I don't know, I guess because he had the tattoos. I think that's dead wrong, man. I think that's cold-blooded, dead wrong, and you can see why the man wanted to defect. The man brought 2 medals to the country of Cuba, not just because the man got tattoos. They stripped him of his. They made him cover it, not even cover him up, like put tape around it, like they. I don't know what the process. What do they still use a needle to erase them joints. So that's crazy, man. But this guy takes his first loss in his pro debut. It's not over for him. He could still come back. Bernard Hopkins lost his first fight in his pro debut. Mark Too Sharp Johnson lost early in his career. I think maybe his first or second fight. So it's not the end of the game, He can still come back, but he got a lot of work to do. I don't know who his trainers are. I don't know who they are, but he needs to do better work, you know what I mean? He needs better training, and he needs to stop pulling out, admiring his work. He needs to use his jab. Got a lot of flaws, you know what I mean? Got a lot of flaws he got to work on. I thought Shakur Stevenson beat him, but hey, that's just my opinion. B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all thought about Robeisy Ramirez and Adan Gonzalez. Pro debut loss for the two-time Cuban Olympian. All right, Ghost.